In the world of tech, there are rivalries. And then there's this. This is the one. It's not just about who sells more phones. It's a battle for the spot in your pocket, for the camera you use to capture your life. This is the undisputed heavyweight championship of smartphones. In one corner, you've got the icon of sleek, seamless design from Cupertino, and in the other, the relentless, boundary-pushing innovator from Seoul. Get ready, because this is the ultimate showdown. iPhone versus Samsung for the 2026 crown. So it really all boils down to this one question, doesn't it? By the time 2026 rolls around, who is really going to be on top? Is it Apple's perfected, smooth as butter ecosystem, or is it Samsung's wild, push-the-limits innovation? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out, round by round. Okay, let's kick things off with the very first thing you notice about a phone, how it looks, how it feels in your hand, and of course, how it captures the world around you. This is the camera and design round, a total clash between that elegant Apple simplicity and Samsung's bold, in-your-face innovation. Now, this is where it gets really fascinating, because you're looking at two completely different beliefs about what a photo should be. Apple, on the one hand, is all about capturing reality. They want your pictures to look natural, with colors that are true to what you actually saw. Samsung? They want to make reality pop. They use AI to crank up the vibrancy and saturation, so the image you get is just brighter and more eye-catching right out of the gate. It's realism versus enhancement. And that whole philosophy, it carries right over into the features they give you. Samsung hands you this massive professional toolkit, a full pro mode where you can tweak every little setting. Apple, meanwhile, focuses on these super powerful features that just work, like action mode, which gives you unbelievably stable video without you having to think about it. So Samsung gives you more options, Apple gives you more refined simplicity. But when we talk about pure design innovation, I mean literally changing the shape of what a phone can be, this is where Samsung has a commanding lead. There's no debate. They are years ahead with their Z Fold series, and they took a huge risk on this new form factor that's really starting to pay off. Apple? For now, they're still busy perfecting that classic rectangle. All right, round two. Let's pop the hood and look at the engine room. This is all about performance and battery. Who's got the raw, unadulterated power? And maybe more importantly, who's got the stamina to actually last you through the day? So the way these phones get their power is fundamentally different. Apple's biggest advantage is that they control everything. Their A19 Pro chip is built from the ground up to work in perfect harmony with their iOS software. And that means you get this insanely fast, super efficient performance. Samsung uses top-of-the-line Snapdragon or Exynos chips, which are absolute monsters at multitasking. You can run multiple apps side by side. They just power through anything. But listen, what good is all that power if your phone is dead by 3 p.m., right? And the reporting on this is pretty clear. While both phones will get you through a day, the iPhone's optimization just gives it the edge on battery life. It simply lasts longer on one charge. But that's only half the story. Because the second you hit 0 and plug in, the tables turn dramatically. I mean, look at this. Samsung's 65-watt fast charging just leaves Apple's 30-watt system in the dust. It's not even close. You can get back to a full charge in a fraction of the time. So the question is, do you want a phone that lasts longer or one that gets back to 100% way, way faster? But let's get one thing straight. Neither of these champions is invincible. Not by a long shot. To really understand where they are now, you have to look at their pasts. And believe me, both of them have made some pretty unforgettable mistakes that have shaped who they are today. Oh man, remember these? For Apple, you had Antenna-gate with the iPhone 4, where if you held the phone wrong, you just lose all your signal. Then came Bend-gate with the iPhone 6, which, well, it bent in people's pockets. These were huge stumbles. But there's one ghost that haunts both of these companies equally: the slow, painful death of your battery over time. And look, this isn't just a feeling you get. The data proves it. A huge study found that battery problems are by far the single most common reason a smartphone fails. It accounts for almost 30% of all issues. It is the #1 long-term challenge for everybody making these things. So, after all the rounds, we've looked at design, performance, we've even dug up some old ghosts. It's time for the final decision. But here's the secret. There isn't one single winner. The real champion, well, that champion depends entirely on you. You should pick the iPhone as your champion if what you want, above all else, is a seamless, easy, just works experience. You want that unmatched raw speed, the absolute best video quality you can get on a phone, a huge focus on privacy, and, let's be honest, that really high resale value when you decide to upgrade. But you should go with Samsung if your priority is freedom and living on the cutting edge. You want the power to customize literally everything. You want the most beautiful, vibrant screen on the market. You want that insane zoom on your camera, that life-saving fast charging, and you want to have the coolest, most innovative design in the room. The final bell has rung. You've seen the strengths, you've seen the weaknesses, and you've seen the core beliefs of both of these tech titans. The choice is now yours. So which champion are you going to choose to put in your pocket?